everybody. Life is really tough. Therefore, please be careful out there. No, life will f you up if you're not ready. Sorry. And you know, I caught you. I caught you. And I am dumb. But I have the work ethic to catch you. You obviously don't fucking want it bad enough. Because a person that you want to, I became obsessed. I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created.
I'm very humbled to be up here talking to you all today. For a living, I'm a motivational speaker, and I speak to thousands of professional athletes, from the biggest name to this man up here. I was reading about this man back in the day, so I'd like to thank the VFW very much for giving me this award. It means more to me than anything I've ever received in my entire life. I'd like to thank my grandfather, Sergeant Jack, who those boots on every single day of his life to go out there and fight for this country when nobody even knows what the hell they're doing or where the hell they're at. You do it for the man beside you. Thank you.
Where I got my work ethic from was the hours I had to spend learning this. When you sit down and you're not smart, and you have a disability, and you still want to be at the top of your class, I didn't want to just get by. When I realized that I can learn through hard work, and I can beat the valedictorian in school, but I got put in 10 hours more a day than he does. You know what kind of strength comes from that? When you're sitting down, that guy that valedictorian studied for an hour, and you know I caught you, and I am dumb. But I have the work ethic to catch you. That's where David Goggins got really invented. Was at a kitchen table with 20 spiral notebooks that were empty. And then 3 months later, they were full. And when you can go through that, I still have them in my storage unit. You go through these spiral notebooks of your life, and you realize, this is how I learned. This is unbelievable. There's no miles. It's not about the miles. It's that. Having the discipline every day to say, for me to learn this one math problem, it's gonna take me 10 hours. Wow. And that's where and you realize through hard work, you can outwork anybody, no matter how badass they are. But that's the part people don't want to dive into.
How do I gain more confidence?
It starts with yourself, man. You gotta start diving into those things that you are afraid of. You don't gain confidence by going to the spot that makes you feel good. It's gonna be a false reality. And the second life gives you that challenge, all you wanna do is go back to what made you confidence, or what gave you confidence. Is that happy spot? No. What gives you confidence, what gave me confidence, was spending years at a kitchen table trying to learn how to read and write on my own. Realizing I can't learn the way you learn. I can't. But I can learn. What gives you confidence, not being afraid, is overcoming the fear. I used to stutter severely bad. So right now, I don't know how many people are gonna watch this. You know what gives me confidence? Is knowing I no longer care if I sit here and start stuttering to you. That's what gives me confidence, is facing these things, overcoming them. And maybe not overcoming them every day, but facing them. And facing them and facing them. Pretty soon like this, you know what, man, this is where it's at. It's not in that comfort zone. It's in the discomfort zone is where my confidence is getting built. That's where it's getting built. But people want an easier answer. There has to be an easier way. There's not. I'm sorry. I searched for it my entire life. Not everybody out here is trying to fucking offend you. Trust me. A lot of you out here are looking to be offended. No matter what someone's trying to do, me, for instance, I'm trying to inspire people to be the best they can, to get the out of bed, to get after it, to be better than who they are. When I'm saying bitch, I'm usually telling you a story about how my bitch ass didn't want to get out of bed, how I didn't want to go run, how I didn't want to do something. I'm not trying to talk about females. So you females out here who are trying to use my words twisted and say I'm using bitch all the time talking about females, you're wrong. I'm never talking about that. For instance, another instance, I'm using a story about my life growing up,
how some kids call me the N-word. I'm telling a group of people this shit. Guess what happens? I'm telling them a story about how I got called the N-word. They get fucking offended by someone calling me the N-word like I'm calling them the N-word. We live in a very soft, weak, mental society. This is a big problem, people. When I say motherfucking shit, guess what? I talk about real life situations. I don't give a shit if you can't share it with your kids. Your kids are probably getting bullied. Your kids are probably going through hard times. Your kids are probably hearing a whole bunch of shit, and they gotta process that shit in their head. Trust me, my cussing, my saying and all this other shit, that's the least of the problems in this world. We have major problems out here. People want to water down hardcore situations. Once you leave the house and your mommy and daddy and the comfort of your friends aren't there anymore, society will kick you in your fucking ass. So when I say I'm usually talking about myself. I've never talked about a female. On top of that, when I say it's a fucking hard world out there, I'm not going to say, hey everybody, life is really tough. Therefore, please be careful out there. No, life will fuck you up if you're not fucking ready. Sorry, life didn't put nice silver spoons laid out for me. Therefore, my language is a little bit raw. Because why? In some situations out there in life, is fucking raw. You want the real deal? You want to hear the real deal? Come to my site. If not, go do you. Stay hard.
Watch, what do you say to the person whose potential is great, but they want to play video games and eat pizza?
Well, what I told his son was pretty much this right here. He asked me a question about he wants to be really good at tennis. But what happens is after I play tennis for a while, I want to go play video games. You obviously don't fucking want it bad enough. Because a person that you want to, I became obsessed. I became obsessed with being the baddest motherfucker that God ever created. Am I that? I don't care. I believe it. And I was trying to tell him, once you become obsessed with something, obsessed, it's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say, you gotta be balanced. To be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being a Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of fucking energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. And then you help other people become better from you being the best in the world. So if your family doesn't understand, why are you so daggone crazy? Because I'm trying to be the best I can to give you the best that I am. And it takes being fucking obsessed to where people think you're crazy.
You want to be the baddest motherfucker ever at what you do? You're going to be misunderstood by everybody because you're going to be so obsessed and so driven to get there. That's what it takes.
That's the truth.
It takes every second of your life. Anybody says balance? Yeah, balance is important for a lot of people. It is. But if you want to go to that edge where people do not like you, don't understand you, question everything you do, you've arrived. When you are misunderstood to the point where people think you're psycho and you're nuts and you're this and that, why are you in the gym at 1 o'clock in the morning? You just got through doing an op for 13, 14 hours at the Ranger School, man, at the gym. What's wrong? You will never understand what is wrong with me. And that's why I'm so glad you don't.
I get a lot of questions about how I lost so much weight. People want to know how they can get started. So basically, you're thinking too much off the bat. When I lost my weight, I didn't look for a trainer. I didn't do all that thinking. I didn't go on Jenny Craig. I didn't do all that shit. What I did was I basically stopped eating so much food. I cut my calories down. So as far as the workout goes, we overthink that also. Until you find a trainer, go out there and start fucking walking. Put some shoes on, start running. Go to the gym, do the elliptical trainer. It's not rocket science. A lot of folks talk about overtraining. You gotta train first before you can overtrain. Sometimes you wake up in the morning time and you're sore and you feel like you're overtrained. No, you got sore fucking legs. Get out of your own head and stop overthinking it. Stay hard. It's 44 degrees and it's nice and rainy outside. But no one cares about that. It's not about the rain. It's what the rain represents. Life is always giving you a test. Trying to give you a way out. Trying to give you an excuse not to show up. This is my excuse today. But guess what? You gotta have the mentality to show up every day of your life. No matter what life throws at you. It's our responsibility to show up to the Coliseum of life. Prepare for the battle. I don't care what you're going through, what life's throwing at you. It's your responsibility to find your new 100%. Take it upon yourself to do that. Stay hard.